Live from the internet, it's the first annual Creationist Cat Coronavirus Spectacular, brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Hey, it's Corona time. Hope I don't lose subscribers for this Corona time. I'm as scared as you are of it, I really mean, man. Hope they make a vaccine and destroy this virus soon. That's freaking right. I'll be your host, along with our very special guests, the Surfs, ContraPoints and H Bomber Guy, Anita Sarkeesian, Cal Kuchesta, Sargon of Akkad, Kirk Cameron, the Scheming Little Jew Baby, the California Raisins, Dwayne, Maya Bialik, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Mr. Sprinkles a Water Skiing Squirrel, Creepy Robot Mouthing, Christy Winters and Vosh, Bernie Sanders, Tom Hanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're temporarily experiencing difficulties. Please stand by.
And we're back, and well, I'm kind of sorry to say that the Creationist Cat Coronavirus Spectacular will be a little less spectacular than previously expected. We're currently under quarantine in an undisclosed location. Every single one of our guests has unfortunately canceled, and I deeply regret to inform you that Mr. Sprinkles, the water skiing squirrel, is no longer with us. Not from COVID-19, though. He tragically choked to death while trying to hoard toilet paper. But do not despair, we do have a simply fantabulous panel with us today, featuring Cortez, Little Jesus, the Kitty Crow, and Vadim!
Why do I get a fart noise and everybody else gets like a badass boom?
Shut up, bitch! Okay, panel. Y'all ready for this?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, Cece, I'm actually really excited about this show. We're going to be talking about some seriously weird right-wing chud corona takes, lots of COVID conspiracy theories, including this guy.
There was 5 of us went to the Milky Way galaxy. Then I asked to be put in the part of the Space Navy that watched over Earth.
Warning, that one gets seriously disgusting.
We're gonna take a couple of drops for each nostril, just like this. Ha! And you're gonna lay here for a while and just let it burn a little bit.
Well, I've been looking into cosmetic alternatives to remove the upside-down Hitler stash that I have on my nose. Maybe coronavirus-killing nasal droplets are the way to go.
Ha!
Okay, well, Cece, right off the bat, I don't think this is actually too hard to believe, but there's already coronavirus quarantine porn. And there's a lot of it, too.
Oh, thank God. That was one of my main concerns about the pandemic.
Yeah, and I've already binged practically everything on Netflix.
Alright, well, let's take a look at some of these titles. Risky public sex in Italy during the quarantine. Nobody can stop us. Fuck the rules. Fuck coronavirus.
Ah, cool. It's got the lead singer of Korn in it, too.
Coronavirus outbreak, Operation Sperm Collection.
Well, if they don't have enough ventilators, might as well start stockpiling sperm.
And finally, Big Ass Mother on coronavirus lockdown. Fox her son.
I think I might throw up.
Hey, let's watch that one.
Well, alright. If you say so, little Jesus.
I predict this will be a mistake.
Oh, God, why does it always have to be incest porn?
Nah, don't worry, it might be educational.
Well, this is definitely not how I like my porn to start.
Well, speak for yourself, man. See, it's already educational.
When's this gonna be over?
Son, I have no clue.
What if something happens and then, I never had a chance to do anything because because...
Is my son a virgin?
Okay, I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, and that's disgusting.
Yeah, man, totally gross. The only way I'd do my mom is if we were both in heat.
Well, who knows how that ends? Maybe they just wash their hands a lot.
Yeah, or maybe they wear hazmat suits.
Okay, well, just so everybody knows, the Irish Minister of Health has issued a warning that in the age of coronavirus, orgies are probably a bad idea.
Aw, no way, dude. My orgy club is gonna be totally bummed out.
And next, Dave Rubin's favorite new center white nationalist rapper.
Trying to do math, I'ma shout in your ear, random numbers, and fart in your beer.
I never get tired of that clip. Stefan Molyneux tweeted, "The real virus is communism. Coronavirus is just how it spreads."
Well, that's the shittiest haiku I've ever heard in my life.
What the fuck does it mean, though?
Well, I think he's talking about all that free stuff all those libtards are trying to get out of it. You know, like debt relief to prevent nationwide homelessness and adequate health care so that everyone doesn't die.
He might have a point, though. Das Kapital does include this picture of Karl Marx.
Hey guys, I don't really think that making sure everyone is provided for so the world doesn't go to hell during a pandemic is communism. And if it is, I guess sign me up.
Screw you, commie.
Ah! I was looking for that stereo. Thank you, I guess.
Well, speaking of communism, it's time for
Capitalism!
And today, our capitalism is
Surfshark VPN!
Hey guys, we're in the middle of a zombie outbreak or something.
Yeah, and just like your translucent naked bodies are susceptible to being hijacked by hostile microscopic invaders, so is your computer! Sort of. That's right. Your passwords, private messages, humiliated photos, and more can be stolen at any time by total f***ing actors.
Yoink! That's why you need an affordable VPN, one that works and does the job, and I suggest Surfshark VPN! Now, I actually use Surfshark, see it right there?
Jesus, clean up your desktop, Vijay. What, did you grow up in a frickin' barn?
Hey, I resent that.
Sorry, Mr. Goat.
I'm a sheep, asshole.
Surfshark allows you to use unlimited devices with just one account. Sorry, that's not a device, that's my beer.
I use it to keep jerkface hackers from trying to steal my sweet jams when I'm on public Wi-Fi.
And I use it to keep my online banking secure.
So come on, f***ing do it!
Get Surfshark now, use promo code CREATIONIST for 83% off and 1 month free. How about that?
Holy crap, that's an amazing deal!
You get a money-back guarantee, so there's no freaking risk. Try it. Link down below.
InfoWars.
So Tim Pool is selling Doomsday prepper buckets now.
How many videos have I made where I said you seriously need to consider taking care of yourself and never let anyone shame you into not preparing for some kind of, disaster?
I have to say, it could not be more obvious that Tim is ashamed of this.
Oh, come on. What's a shame in selling dehydrated apocalypse food that's 90% starch and literally has 5 times the recommended daily dose of sodium?
Well, first of all that, but I've also tried this stuff. It is bad. I mean, for a second, I thought someone had kicked my asshole into my taste buds.
No way, that stuff is delicious. I mean, Jim Baker can't get enough of it.
I'm gonna eat some more of this if you're not careful. Oh, good. Oh my God.
Yeah, throwing up in your own mouth is definitely a sign that something's really tasty.
Okay, well, I think that there are a few other indicators that he's ashamed of this. For one, he's stressing all the time about how we have to act now.
The smartest thing you can do is prepare for this, because otherwise you will end up fighting someone in a supermarket over the last can of beans, and you do not want to be in that situation.
Now, he says this kind of stuff all the time, and I want to stress that, yes, of course we should be prepared with real food, though, not with crappy processed foods that look like radioactive chum and cause people to do this.
Oh my God.
And here's the thing, he's generally telling people not to stockpile for a year. He's basically saying buy a bucket that'll last a week.
I'm not telling you to go stockpile for the end of the world. I'm telling you to get a week's worth of food in a little bucket.
And at the same time, he knows that this company is so backed up that these people are not going to get their food for months.
Now, I do have bad news for you. They're experiencing delays. You're probably not going to get them for a couple months, but don't worry. Shipping will be delayed on every order we take. Keep that in mind. Likely 8 weeks or more in many cases. Keep in mind there is a massive delay. And that to me is, Oh man, that kind of freaks me out.
Oh, come on, dude. It's not his fault that dehydrated gruel with barely any nutritional value and insanely small serving sizes that's barely fit for human consumption aren't getting to people on time.
Okay, well, aside from that, there's still loads of moments inside these vids where he seems kinda like he's compensating, kinda not mad at all.
I am no fan of this. I'm being completely honest when I say I do not like doing these shout-outs. Some of you might not be super happy with me doing this, but I'm going to do it. People have criticized me for. I don't care. And I don't care what anyone says. They can say everything they want to me. I had several people mocking me saying, Tim is selling freeze-dried food packets, blah, 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 blah. If you don't like me doing it, I'm sorry, dude, too bad. I don't want to be seen as some dumb prepper. I'm not some, you know, gun-toting prepper thinking the world is going to end. But I got no problem, and you can't shame me.
Yeah, you can't shame him, asshole!
Ow! A disgusting food bucket I'm never gonna eat. Well, listen, I think he's actually quite ashamed. I think that these clips right here demonstrate that, and afterwards, I'm gonna tell you why.
There is a like website design. Look, there's a little picture of me on it. It is not like my company or anything. They just use my picture, and you know they want to. You don't need to. They say prepare with Tim. I roll my eyes at this, but it is good stuff.
Oh my God.
If he's not at all ashamed or embarrassed by this, why did he change Prepare with Tim to a new URL?
You can go to safeandreadymeals.com. We made a new URL. I think it's cooler.
And why did he proceed to take his name and face off of the site?
Okay, I admit that's a little weird. I was gonna suggest this design right here.
Okay, well, as you may know, the internet is now flooded with tons of controversial cures out there.
Well, let's say it hasn't been tested on this strain of the coronavirus, but it has been able to eliminate it within 12 hours. Totally eliminate it, kills it.
Everything from cocaine. I'm being totally serious here. France literally had to make a statement that it didn't work.
Oh no, sure cleared up my corona.
To exorcisms.
Why don't we call a national day of prayer to fight this? Or better yet, a national day of exorcism to confront the demonic forces behind it?
This guy gives really top-notch exorcisms, by the way.
I'm a demon, I lie all the time. Smite. Smite!
But we're going to talk about a miracle cure that has been recently popularized by our Pizzagate-pushing friends at QAnon.
They'll try to keep everyone in the dark with the use of Hollywood, Susan, Jack, and Mark to hide the fact that they're all evil and sick, child trafficking, pedophile, Satanists.
Oh, that was a totally sweet jam, bro.
Yes, sweet jams and left-wing pedophile conspiracies are their specialty. But lately they've raised awareness of a corona cure that is also great at eliminating tough stains, bleach.
Just like the Illuminati deep state to suppress a corona cure that's also really great at cleaning toilets.
Okay guys, this is actually some pretty serious stuff, and it's also one of the most insane rabbit holes I've ever gone down in my life. What they're talking about here is actually MMS, or Miracle Mineral Solution.
Essentially, it's a powerful bleach that could poison anyone who drinks it.
Here's its creator, Jim Humble, teaching people how to create it from what appears to be a mobile home meth lab.
Oh, come on, it's got Gatorade in it. It's a thirst quencher.
No. This stuff is fucking bleach.
MMS is an industrial chemical. It's an industrial bleach.
Okay, there's so many insane angles to this. This stuff has been around for a while, but yes, lots of people are touting it as a cure for corona.
I would like to tell everyone out there how they could possibly help themselves if they find themselves infected with a coronavirus using Miracle Mineral Solution.
You could cure any kind of corona-based virus within 48 hours using an MMS protocol.
MMS will cure the coronavirus as it did with Ebola, malaria, and cancer.
Thankfully, a lot of these videos are getting removed from YouTube, but there's more and more of them every day.
Well, I always like to get my medical advice from people with plugs and Illuminati hats.
Okay, well, let's not plug shame here. The Illuminati hat is definitely a red flag, though. But before we delve completely into the absolute batshittery of all of this, I want to emphasize that these are not all nobodies. This guy right here averages 50,000 views per video. This QAnon lunatic, whose MMS video was removed, has over 215,000 subscribers. So this is not as fringe as you might think. But here's where we plunge headlong into absolute MMS insanity. This right here is the founder of MMS, a man named Jim Humble.
There was a whole bunch of us who lived on a planet, and Saturn, and the planet was known in that galaxy as the planet of the gods. And we had been living there for millions of years, and we built planets, and we built stars, and we did all kinds of things.
Okay, so where does the crazy part come in?
Well, first of all, this is a religion, or I guess a cult, which has branches literally all across the world.
Jesus heals you while you drink this.
Okay, still waiting for the crazy.
Well, of course, we've already seen that they recommend administering it to the nasal passage. Straight into your eyeballs.
Do that 2 or 3 times a day, or you could do it every hour.
Inside the ear canal.
That's normally the way you do it.
Then he has a really weird treatment where you place a large glass of it inside of a plastic bag and take a chemical bath.
Get it up around my neck without any trouble. And of course, you want to put it, you don't want to put your head inside. You need to stay in here for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, but no longer than 10 minutes. And if you feel it burning anywhere, then you should get out.
I don't get it. Is it the crinkles that make it work?
No. It does not work at all. And recently, the new head pastor of the church, Mark Grennan.
People should not take vaccines and vaccinate their infant babies, you say.
No. Sorry I'm getting a little upset, but it pisses me off.
Who was recently on InfoWars, incidentally with 2008 Republican candidate Alan Keyes.
Just want to say thank you for having us on. 11 years ago, Joe and I were praying in Santo Domingo that one day we'd be able to get on the Alex Jones show.
Just want to say that I'm sorry it took me 11 years to get to that prayer.
We'll go to a hospital without masks. Let us go in there and treat everybody in the hospital. I'll be taking the doses, guarantee you. I'll do that to prove to the world that this will kill the coronavirus.
There's a lot of interesting conversation that went on, like this totally not racist part right here.
In Uganda, everybody lives in these little mud huts, maybe 15 feet around with a thatched roof on it. But we can put this in every one of those mud huts in all of Uganda for $400 million. And that should about do it, 1.2 billion people.
But my favorite part, bar none, was when Alan Keyes asked about possible side effects.
What kind of side effects can they expect?
For 13 years, I've been having people come to us 30 days at a time, okay? And we see all the side effects you can imagine from people with tumors like this.
I'm really sorry. I must have some sort of disorder that gives me auditory hallucinations that I don't know about, because it sounded like he just said a side effect is a tumor this large.
Okay? And we see all the side effects you can imagine from people with tumors like this.
He just said that. He just said that. I'm not talking to anybody, but look, this is like at least a fully ripened honeydew melon here, or I'm thinking of volleyball. That is a significant side effect.
Oh, give me a freaking break, bro. Doesn't their website have like thousands of testimonials?
We have thousands and thousands of testimonies of people who have gotten better using this.
Oh, yes. There are indeed testimonials. Wow, my God, are there testimonials. Here's some highlighted ones that just stood out to me for some reason. As a matter of fact, I have to apologize to everyone because I'm gonna have to share one of these with you. It's without a doubt the grossest thing that we've ever put on this channel. I hope I don't lose patrons because of this, but it's just so mind-blowing that we have to share. So here we go. This is an actual testimonial from their website, and it's rather indicative of most of their testimonials. Anyhow, you've all been warned. I'm forever sorry for this, but I think that the world really needs to hear this. With that being said, CC, take it away.
Okay. MMS, yo. First of all, thank you so much, Jim Humble. God bless you. I suffered external hemorrhoids, or whatever they want to call it. I was in excruciating pain for 2 whole weeks. Finally, it burst and I awoke at 2 a.m. in the morning with blood, pus, and diarrhea down my pants and bed.
I was so happy. The pain was over after someone close to me prayed over the external hemorrhoids and said the pain would be gone when I awoke. But then the pus and the blood continued pouring out.
I thought it would be a matter of weeks, but it lasted for 8 years. And lost 2 jobs because I had to visit the toilet many times in a day to wipe my backside.
Sleeping each night listening to Listen to Your Heart by Roxette and In Pain. But now it's a song I'd sing along and groove to. It should be the theme song for MMS, actually. Ha ha ha!
Friend mentioned MMS. That's when I ordered it. I had diarrhea almost immediately and was sick for the next few days with diarrhea.
I did the bath, and big mistake! I was sick for a whole month. I thought I would never become better.
Yet I slowed down, and yet it was still too much. Honestly, after all the sinus and diarrhea and flu symptoms left, I'm sorry, what the fuck am I reading? Never mind. My bleeding and discharge of pus just outside the anal had also ceased. I'm speaking from personal experience, and MMS is truly the only real medicine. MMS, yo!
Yes, classiest channel on the internet. But anyhow, what do you guys think?
Oh, sounds
Are you
great.
kidding? That was awesome.
Yeah, I'll buy like 10 bottles.
Well, wasn't really expecting that, but folks, important message here, please stick around. First of all, these are crazy times. We really hope that you and your loved ones are safe and doing what you need to do. We also want to say that our Patreon, we kind of expect it to take a big hit during these times. It's understandable. People have to do what they have to do, but if you like what we're doing and you want to support it, and you can, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon, because we're definitely going to need all the support that we can get from you guys who can afford it during these, like I said, totally fucking crazy times. So once again, we love you, just not in a weird way, and bye-bye!